Right, just inside, getting some bits done and cooking some dinner because my kitchen is back in use. And I picked up some bits of upcycling should I say, not recycling. So there we've replaced the box on the wall, and I've always loved these little dowely things in the caravans. You can't get them anymore unless you tear a caravan apart. Well, this was on Marketplace, and I kindly managed to bargain them down. I've ruined it a little bit with putting screws in there because this had fallen off. But I can take that out and turn it upside down and glue it later, but it's fine. I'm not too worried about what that looks like at the moment. It's serving a purpose. So the cats can still jump on that and get through there. Obviously that's going to be that curves that corner off not much nicer, and I can try to get that electric thing or something on the wall there that's there at the moment. Obviously I've got to work out where my mains wires goes. So this is staying in its place. I say still got to sort seating out. I was going to try and put it in there, but it was a bit too big, and I thought, well, actually it fits the pine. Now I did have another one to try to put in there, which is this one, but again this is going to resolve this walking indoor bit where I need to keep space, but I also need to build something here for the drums. So I can now build the drum box in there, and if I stick that on the end, that gives it that curve, and it sort of ties it all in. I'm going to say it's all upcycled, it's all going to be whatever. Obviously I'm still going to have a CLS windowsill going across, and that'll go all the way across there, which will fill that gap in between the two bits there. There's going to be a CLS bit matching the bit going across. And obviously all the walls going to be clad and everything as well. I've got to leave space for that. So that looks like that's going to work nicely, as long as I can sit in there. So I'm liking that. So we've got the steps going down. The box I'm going to put here, the drum store I'm going to put here, 18-inch square. I might actually make it go really high, which will stop the desk things falling off, or I might actually just leave it just sitting underneath there, so that there is actually, it carries on across. But we'll wait and see what happens regarding that. I see how many drums I can store. Obviously I've got to try to carry 11, but some of them are smaller and some of them are going to be bigger. The bigger ones obviously I'll have space up there with. I'm going to have that closed now, but it keeps chopping and changing, doesn't it? But anyway, I thought I'd just quickly show you what I'm bringing in and just trying things as we're building. I've had to try things out to make sure I know what I'm doing and how I'm going forward with it. I've just brought the steps in to sit on because I've got nothing to sit on at the moment, and I'm about to cook myself some dinner, so I'm just going to wash up and get some dinner cooked. It's a really hot day today, it's 20 degrees in here. I just want a bit hardboard as well. I'll just cover that bit of door so I can get used to seeing that door. And I've should have a clip coming today, which will make sure that shuts. A catch thing. I'll need one for the back as well. She's coming to have a look around. Yeah, we're talking about you. You're going to go up in, and she's managed to go on a wheel and everything she's missing. Right, so that's where at the moment. And nice little corner units. So there's the box the drums came in. If I make an 18-inch little cupboard for the drums, and that should fit absolutely fine. There's still room here. That works. So we've got all that built and tidied up. It might be nice to leave it that height as well. Morning, so I'm just working on my partitions, and my base is going to go on top of that, my bed base. Right, that's the storage dividers and bed supports in place. Now I've got to just put some ply on them so we can divide it all. And then the frame I've got to put on top, I'm going to measure because it's all bent. It's not bent because it's not straight. Where I'm going to put the full length of ply for the slat support will obviously be put as accordingly. I measure it accordingly and then put the slats across. No, that's not going to work because then it's not wide enough for the slats. I've obviously got to put a top support on top of this, and And then what I might have to do is just then put some extra bits down the side just to support it against the wall. But I've got it still clad this. So this is a bit off the wall at the moment, so we can still get cladding in the edge of it. I just want to get a bed base on this, so maybe I just got to put the support on top. We'll see what that looks like. So we go. Right, so I basically fixed it in place. I did by one screw, so they can easily be got at a ball. And the mattress sits on that, so we've got an aired mattress. Obviously there's a base underneath. I'm going to put the dividers in for the storage underneath. Then I've got doors here, which will be, as you can see, they'll be ingrained in recessed, what you call it. So they're not going to come out further than this, and they'll actually sit on the bottom there. So I've got to see now is make sure the mattress fits. So I've still got room to tuck the bits over the back and put the cladding in. And I'm hoping, I think it's about 6'1", but I'm hoping like a 6'3" mattress to fit. But obviously I can go that way a little bit. And just squash in. Fingers crossed my mattress will fit. So if I put a ply board on this side now, and then obviously I'm going to try the mattress out and see if it fits in there. That would be the best thing to do right now. Get that ply wall done. But I've also got to build a recess here as well to have the electrics go through. But I think I can still do that regardless and still put the ply in so we can cut through that. So let's measure a ply square. If I've got any left, I don't know if I've got any left actually saying that. Here we go. Right, so I've got no big ply sheets left at the moment, so I'm just using an offcut to tack on the end so I can find out if the mattress fits. If the mattress doesn't fit, then obviously we'll have to take this recess off, which is insulated, to allow it to go in an extra couple of inches. But I'm hoping it will squash in, so I have to test that next, so we know where we're going. Just like me having this insulated, but it just may be that I have to go have a frame across and put the mattress in first. But we'll see. Let's go and get the mattress out and see if it fits or not. Well, the answer to that is just, it is pushing the thin ply, but I think if the thick ply is on there, I think I've got it right. I think she just about makes it. So that's sat in there with the thin ply, so obviously if the thick ply is on there, and obviously the cladding, I have to stop. I probably have to have a material headboard or something, or just leave it as ply. But it's pushed it out, but it is in there. And we'll test the height, and that's perfect. It's probably an inch or so higher, which is what we wanted. And there's my storage underneath. And like I wanted to have these slats, and I wanted, obviously I've got enough doors off this. I'll show you a little bit, but obviously it's an aired, it's all aired. And there's my little hideout. I'm going to pull that forward a bit. Bring it this way a bit. There we go. Got room to tuck the do the other side. But it looks like I have a bed. So I'll be back in here tonight, but I've still got to screw the ply on under there yet. So obviously I can just tip that up to do work. There you go. Happy with that. I've just cut the two panels to partition out the storage underneath. So just put the mattress up obviously so I can get these panels in. So I can section off the storage, and I can make some frames to put the doors on. So I've obviously got the bigger one this side. I want to make sure I left that big enough. These are obviously narrower. And then the diesel heater would have just a little hole there I'm going to cut off so that it comes through, and that'll be left isolated. Still have obviously access to it in the top. I was going to do a lid and everything, but we don't need to. There's room to do a lid to sit underneath this lower bit. Okay, so we can do a lower bit lid, which I might still do, but we're going to do that with some holes in. But it's not needed at the moment, it's fine. Right, so nobody's shouting because we've got to get this frame straight. At the moment I'm just trying to get the stable doors in place so I know what they're looking like and I can at least sort of work with them and everything. I also run out of hinges, so I've just got a single one here, and obviously when I've got another one this will shut a bit better, because at the moment it's not going to shut right, but when the hinge is in it will shut right. So once we've got another hinge that will sit on tightly. Okay, I'm just literally sitting with one at the moment. And also obviously I have to get this frame straight. I'll work with this because at the moment the frames aren't straight, but I've managed to get a little stable door thing in, and you can see there where the it's not straight. Now obviously I've got to leave it at the moment because, like I say, we've got to get the frame straight, and I'll then cover the door with the boards and everything. As you can see here, even this one, the hinges are not strong enough, so I need to have it lifted a little bit. But this works fine at the moment. That's just going to show where it's going to go to, and it shows it stops there against the wall. So I might still have to curve a little triangle off that so it goes down a bit more. But this was the important one. That was just to stop people coming in. I've just put a bit of, again, I didn't have very much board here, so just making do with a bit of board. You can see it's not straight, but when that upright is straight, obviously that'll bring it in. I can only work with the bent van and doing what I can do. Obviously this upright is not straight, so we may have to just undo that frame and go that way a bit and work in line with this one and do a little in between a bit. But the problem with that is I like how it's looking on the outside, so if anything we've got to try to bring this bottom inwards and ignore how it's going to look. It's going to look quite off, but at the moment I'm just sort of playing. But there you can see where we're going with that. Still got the cables in the way, and some cables can go through the top of there. Right, so if you ignore the holes and everything, and just to go with the gist of that idea, the stable door is going to go in there. Obviously there will be top panels and everything to stop it coming back too far and everything. I've built the frame fine, it's just everything else is wrong. Saying that doesn't look straight, does it? But we're running with it, we'll play with it for now. It's a bodge job, but right now I just have to have something that's going to stop people coming in to my kitchen when it's on display, which that does. And then also by having it, I like that latch, also by having it the board this side, in here like I had before, I make some little pockets and information leaflets can go in those pockets because people can walk in, have a look through and then take information out of the pockets. That's what that's all about there, so that's why I wanted to do it this way around. Like I said, I just need to strengthen the hinges, get the hole upright, but obviously I've still got to build this area, so all this has got to come out and be built, and we'll then make this square with that. It is, like I say, just something to make do at the moment, but it actually looks, see, this looks nice together like that. It's just not, I think it's this side that's not square, but we tried putting that square and it looked even bad. So like I say, we'll bring that out. It's definitely not square with that door, so we'll shift this over later on. That will lift everything up and my door will be working properly. But like I say, just got to bear with me for now. I just want to sort of get things in place and get the frames made and work with that. So yeah, very happy with that. But just to say, I'll have to cut that corner off there just so it sits in there nicely, a little bit further over. Just need to go a little bit further over under there. Or like I say, I mean, I could have shortened this height wise, but then I would have been banging my head. So we'll work on that. But so happy with this, nice little latch. Obviously by having the latch on the inside, I've obviously got to have a hand hole there to be able to undo it. That's the next issue. I suppose it should have been on this side. But then I wouldn't have been able to open it from that side. I want to be able to have it so I can slam it shut. So yeah, these are the things I've got to think about. So on here I've obviously got to have a hand hole to be able to put my hand through there and open it up. But right now it works. And also I've got to be careful that I don't walk into this as well. See, that's the right thing over it. Just can't get much further than that because the handbrake's there. So it literally there, look, it literally is only like an inch. So we just cut that off, made it go in a little bit of an inch more. I mean, that's fine as it is at the end of the day. We can get through fine. Just got to be really careful I don't walk into this when I'm coming through there now. Alright, Chief, really good. But I've got to get used to doing this now. I'm shutting that door up. I've got my little kitchen. And obviously we'll be putting this mesh, hopefully, on this one. So that carries on through. So there'll be a speak through there. And obviously the idea was it could be a lot warmer if I just had a window with a bit of that in. So I might do it largely panelled in a small window, just so that I can poke my eyes through. But we'll see how things go. At the moment, the door's not right. Here, Chief. Good girl. Right, I'm doing bits and bobs because I've like running out of wood, running out of screws. I'm just doing what I can do. Right, so this is the toilet section. I put in a little section there because I'm thinking of having a cupboard that side or a wardrobe this side, and obviously there's a shelf going to be put onto that as well, cupboard there as well, and the door is going to be on here, same as before really. So I'm going to use the door from before with the cat hole and have it so it opens out that way and just have one door. I can get in through there fine. So it's the space inside that I need. So there's room for obviously the cat litter tray there, and I'm wondering if I can actually get like I say, I was going to make this little hanging wardrobe space just here. We'll see what happens though with that, but if I can get a few coat hangers going in that way, over the top of the, well, I can go over the top of the cat litter, so it doesn't really work, does it? Well, we'll see what I can do, but I mean, I'm trying to sort of get a sort of cupboard, whether that be a triangle cupboard and across like that. I'll play with something in here, but at the moment it's just a nice bit of big space in there, which is what I need. I'm presently working on some little cat bits, so they can have the walkway across the top of the door. So I'm just getting that bit of play on there, because obviously coming in, I'm just now making a little box, and because I'm limited to what I can attach things to, so I'm just tacking it all in. Just gonna make a little box now, see if I can then mirror that shape, and have them to have a little sort of top section and a door to come out through here. Obviously it's all got to go sort of floor to ceiling height, from there upwards. So I've got to get that sectioned off, but I've just got to tack things in, because obviously we've still got to put all covers over these bits and everything. So at the moment I just want to get them coming in out the van, because I'm moving in tonight, well, sleeping tonight, so they can have a learn to jump up and down off here and have a little look. Obviously this is something I'm going forward at the moment. This section won't be here. This is going to be of a 6 foot height, so the cats can go across there, around the back and everything. So I'm just sort of doing what I can at the moment, just playing, making things smart, making my little areas nice. It's a bit straighter here than it is down there. But yeah, obviously this will be dismantled. I just want to sort of, I've got to basically play with it, and before I make it sort of thing, I've got to sort of, or try and make it on the go. Obviously whatever could go back here doesn't have to be clad, so whatever's in front of here will be clad. Now I was going to take this off and have matching ply all the way over, but it shouldn't really matter. Obviously I can still clad on top of that and just bring the window frame ply to there, and not worry about this, especially if I'm just going to build against this now. It's secure and everything. Anyway, I'm just playing. I'll keep you updated. What is it? What are you doing? Well, I just brought some bedding in. So you're sleeping here tonight. The cat's having a good old look around. You can't get through that. Get out, you get stuck, Titi. You get stuck there, you can't get through there. So as you see, I just got a thin bit of ply. If that bends too much, I'll turn around this way and stick this way around. I just, as I say, getting bits in. That's not exactly straight, but it's going to do. I've got to find a way they can jump up onto that, well, and then they get through, but at the moment they can't get through, bless them. So I've got to find them a box to jump onto, so then get into their space. I might have to leave the door open for them. Litter tray, toilets in, no door. Got to say, I've done that and they can't get up there now. Can you get there? Hey, can't get up there, can you? Get out of there. Mummy's still trying to work things out. Let me get you a box you can jump on. Hold on a minute. Oops a daisy. Cats galore everywhere. Wait a minute, Chief. See, she wants to go up in there, so I'll just sort that out. Right, anyway, that's enough for today. And I'll catch you again soon. Oh yeah, they've just discovered a new shelf. What's that, Chief? Hey? I just put the box there so they can jump up and down. Chief jumped from the table, weapon over. What's that then? We'll take your bells off in a minute. What's that, Spirit? You ready? But in the little corner here, we can go peekaboo. Who's this? Ha 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 ha. I have to check if there's anybody in there. Also all around the place, I'll have to make sure I can check if there's anybody about. What's up there? Do you like it? Hey, is that your new space? You wait till we go everywhere. Hey, my babies, what you got? What is it? I've got to make a little step here. In fact, I might screw this box to the wall for them there. That might work, won't it? Just put the box there for them. Then get them down. Oh, Spirit, I haven't fixed it. I'm going to hold it. What are you doing? It's not fixed. It's not fixed. I can't. No, you can't stay there. I'm just holding it. Spirit, I'm just holding it. You playtime, Gigi. What are you doing? She's going to jump down. Right, off there, Spirit, please. No! I have to screw this box on the wall, I think, for the minute, aren't I? What are you doing? Right, I need 2 hands. Say bye-bye. Spirit. They're happy, look. Right, that's the end of this video. Hope you've enjoyed it. All my own work again. Just been doing it all on my own. David will be back hopefully at some point, and I'll get some things done. I'm going to stop now. I've had no dinner yet or anything, so I'm going to stop and wash up and have something to eat. And enjoy Mother's Day night back in the van. Bye for now.